Hey everyone! The makeup in this video is based off of a tutorial I put out a couple of months ago inspired by Rainbow Bright. The makeup in that video wasn't wearable, it extended past the brows onto the cheekbones and there were stars under the eyes. But because I love the color combination so much, I decided to recreate a more wearable version of that look. This totally reminds me of Crayola crayons like the 8 count you buy when you're like in elementary school or in kindergarten. I love it so much, and yes, it's not wearable to some, but to others it is, and you can always take what you like from the look and suit it to fit your needs. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and now let's begin. For a colorful eyeshadow look, it is very important that you apply an eyeshadow base, since a base will really help intensify your eyeshadow colors. I apply NYX Jumbo Pencil of Milk all over the eyelid and lower lash line. For colorful looks especially, I like using a white base, since the white helps your eyeshadows really stand out. Now onto the eyelid, I apply an ocean blue eyeshadow. I pat the color on to achieve an even coverage. I'm using Inglot Eyeshadow in 05. Once I've got the ocean blue eyeshadow on, I apply a true blue eyeshadow into my outer V, blending it up into the crease using an angled eyeliner brush. The shadow I'm using is from my Beauty Mark Cosmetics 168 Theatrical Eyeshadow Palette. If I'm applying a lot of eyeshadow colors to my eye, I tend to use angled brushes because they allow you to be specific with your color placement. If I used a fluffy blending brush, I can't be as specific and the eyeshadow would just end up in spots I don't want it to be in. So I prefer to use the smaller type of brushes for colorful looks. Now into the crease beside that true blue shadow, I apply another blue shadow that is a little lighter than the outer V color, but darker than the eyelid color. I make sure I blend that shadow in with both the outer V and lid color to give it a really nice gradient look. You'll have to go back with the shadows you applied previously to make sure the colors are all blending in nicely. You'll notice while you're doing it what needs to be added or blended out better. Some people don't like using so many eyeshadow colors, but if you got the shadow to do so, I say go for it because the look will flow better together. Now in the inner corner of the eye above the blue shadow, apply an orange eyeshadow. You've got to be careful when you blend the blue and orange shadows together because you don't want to end up with some muddy brownish green color. So if you don't totally blend the two together, it's alright. And again, I want a really nice gradient effect, so I use different orange shadows to achieve this look. If you don't own a lot of eyeshadow colors, remember you can always mix shadows to create a different color. I said it before, makeup is a lot like painting. You can mix two different shadows together and create new colors. So if you got an orange shadow, just one, and you've got a white shadow, well, you can mix the two together to get a lighter orange shadow, and so on and so forth. Right beside the orange shadow, I blend in a red shadow. I don't worry about blending the red in with the blue shadow because red and blue make purple. Purple is a pretty color, muddy brownish green is not. As my brow bone highlight, I use NYX Roll-On Eye Shimmer in Platinum. Blend it in with the red and orange shadow to diffuse any harsh lines. Now I blend a yellow shadow beside the red and in with the blue. Like I said, you're going to have to keep going back with the shadows you applied previously to make sure everything is blending in nicely. Then on the outer corner of the lid, I apply a lime green shadow. Make sure you blend it in with the blue shadow. When you blend these two together, you'll end up with a darker green shadow between the two. So like I said, when you're blending all these colors in together, you're going to end up getting different colors. And that's what helps it all blend in nicely and smoothly together. Except for the orange and the blue, like I said, you got to be careful there. Next, I apply a shimmery purple shadow to the lower lash line. Then on the outer corner of the lower lash line, blending it in with the shimmery purple shadow, I apply a shimmery navy shadow. Then beside that navy shadow, I apply a darker purple shadow, extending it past the lower lash line and blending it in with the outer V. And the blue shadow does. And the outer V. Oh, I'm joking! Okay, this is a lot of shadow to be applying, but it is what makes the look. You know, all the different tones and the colors. You can always skip, you know, a few steps and do what colors you want, or you can do what I did. I personally just like having all these different colors. Then to highlight the purple shadow on the lower lash line, I blend in a little bit of a pink shadow. Now on the lower lash line near the tear duct, I apply a yellow eyeshadow, and then around the tear duct, I apply the NYX Roll-On Shimmer, the white one that I use, and I just apply that all around the tear duct, and it just makes the look sparkle and shimmer and glow, and people are going to be like, ooh girl, your eyes are glowing. You're going to be like, I know. Next, I applied a black liquid liner to my lash line, then applied mascara to my top and bottom lashes, and then I topped it off with fake eyelashes. You don't have to do this, but I chose to because, like I say it all the time, I love fake eyelashes. So I used the Ardell 105s. I think flawless skin is important for this look, so go ahead and apply whatever foundation you like. I use Graftobian's HD foundation in Warm Palette 2, and then I used M.A.C blush and blunt to contour my cheekbones and add some warmth to my face by lightly dusting it over my forehead, nose, chin, and then blending it down toward my neck. I decided to go all out and apply some of that roll-on shimmer on the outer corner of my eye, blending it out toward my temple. It adds such a nice sparkle, and I love sparkle. Then for my lip color, I used a lip liner that is about 3 shades darker than my natural lip color. You want the eyes to really pop out for this look, so you don't want to add colorful lipstick or blush. And then for my blush, I use an ULTA eyeshadow that is this really nice peachy gold color. It has shimmer in it, which looks really nice against the white sparkle shadow. Then that's it, you're finished. I really hope you guys liked the video. I really love this look. I just love the color combination in the white sparkle. If you liked the video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye. Skittles, taste the rainbow. No, I keep thinking that. Skittles, taste the rainbow.